Hi, everyone, and welcome back to English Listening and Speaking Practice. I'm your host, Tom, and it's great to have you here today. Do you ever feel stuck with your English? Maybe you study a lot, but you don't feel like you're getting better? If you feel this way, you are not alone. And today, we're going to talk about why this happens. We are not going to learn a long list of new words or difficult grammar rules. Instead, we are going to look at four big mistakes that many English learners make. These common mistakes can stop you from improving for months or even years. But don't worry. In this video, you will learn what these mistakes are, and I will give you simple, easy ways to fix them. By the end of this video, you will understand the secrets to successful English learning and feel more confident. So, grab a cup of coffee or tea, get comfortable, and let's get started. Did you know that most people need to see a new word between 5 and 16 times before they really remember it? But many English students feel bad if they can't remember a word after seeing it just once or twice. This is a small example of a bigger problem. Let's think about how babies learn their first language. They make mistakes all the time. A baby might say, I go to the park instead of I went to the park. They might say words in the wrong order. Nobody gets angry. Nobody says, you are bad at speaking. Instead, we encourage them. They play with the language and they learn. But when we become adults, something changes. We become afraid of making mistakes. We want to be perfect right away. This fear of being imperfect is where the problems begin. So let's talk about the first big mistake. Mistake 1, being afraid to speak. The first and biggest mistake is being too afraid to speak. This is when a student is so worried about saying something wrong that they just stay quiet. They study grammar books for hours, watch English movies, and learn lots of vocabulary. But when it's time to actually have a conversation, they freeze. They can't speak. Does this sound like you? Here's what happens inside your head. Before you speak, you think, is this the right word? Is my grammar correct? What if my accent is bad? What if they don't understand me? By the time you finish thinking all of these worried thoughts, the moment to speak has passed. The conversation has moved on. This is a dangerous trap because you feel like you're working hard, you are studying, but your speaking skill stays locked inside your mind. The solution is to change how you think about mistakes. Mistakes are not bad. Mistakes are your teachers. Every time you make a mistake, you learn something important. Here's what you can do. Start small and speak in a safe place. For example, you can record yourself on your phone for 1 minute every day. Just talk about your day. Or you can talk to yourself in English while you're cooking dinner. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is just to speak. Focus on getting your message out, not on perfect grammar. Remember, speaking is a physical skill, like playing the piano. You can't learn piano just by reading a book. You have to press the keys. It's the same with English. You have to move your mouth and make the sounds. Mistake 2. Studying too much grammar. The second big mistake is getting lost in grammar rules. Many students think, if I learn every grammar rule, I will speak English perfectly. So they spend years memorizing complex rules and verb tenses. Now, grammar is important, but focusing on it too much can actually make speaking harder. When you do this, you start to think like a computer, not a person. In the middle of a sentence, you pause and think, wait, should I use the past perfect or the present perfect? This kills the natural flow of conversation. Think about it. Native English speakers make grammar mistakes all the time in casual conversations. The best speakers are not grammar experts. They are communication experts. They know how to share their ideas and connect with people. Here's a better way to learn grammar. Learn it in real-life situations. When you watch a movie or listen to a song, pay attention to how people use grammar naturally. Don't just study a rule in a book. Try to use it. If you learn a new tense, try to make 5 sentences about your own life using that tense. Practice grammar by using it, not just by reading about it. Focus on the simple grammar that we use in 90% of our daily conversations first. Mistake number 3, comparing yourself to others. This is a third mistake we all make sometimes. Comparing our English to other people's English. You go on social media and you see a video of someone who speaks English perfectly, and you think, wow, their English is so good. My English is terrible. This is a trap. When you see that perfect speaker, you don't see the years of practice they put in. You don't see the thousands of mistakes they made. You only see the final result. Comparing yourself to them makes you feel sad and lose motivation. When you lose motivation, you practice less, and your progress slows. It's a bad cycle. The truth is, learning English is a personal journey, not a race. Everyone learns at a different speed. Some people have more time to study, and some people live in an English-speaking country. That doesn't mean they are smarter than you. Here's what you can do. Focus on your own progress. Keep a small journal. Every week, write down one new thing you learned or one small success you had. Maybe you understood a song lyric for the first time. Maybe you had a short 2-minute conversation. When you feel down, you can look back at your journal and see how far you've come. Celebrate your small wins. Mistake number 4. Only listening and reading. Passive learning. The fourth and final mistake is what we call passive learning. This is when you spend all your time consuming English, watching videos, listening to podcasts, reading articles, but you don't spend much time producing English by speaking or writing. Passive learning is comfortable and it feels productive. And it is useful for building your vocabulary and understanding. But if you only do passive learning, you will become very good at understanding English, but you won't be able to use it yourself. Think of it like learning to swim. You can watch hundreds of videos about swimming. You can learn about the different strokes and breathing techniques, but you will never learn to swim until you get in the water and actually try. Here's what you can do. Create a balance between passive and active learning. After you watch a video, like this one, do something active. For example, you can try the echo method. Pause the video and try to repeat a sentence you just heard. Or try the summary method. After you finish an article or a video, try to explain the main idea out loud in your own words, even if you're just talking to yourself. This simple habit will turn passive listening into active practice and will make a huge difference in your fluency. Now for my favorite part of the video, our special phrase for today. This is a phrase that can really help your mindset. Today's phrase is, practice makes progress, not perfection. Let's say that again. Practice makes progress, not perfection. This is a wonderful reminder that our goal is not to be perfect. Our goal is to get a little bit better every day. Each time you practice, you make progress. You can say this to yourself when you feel frustrated. For example, my pronunciation isn't perfect yet, but that's okay. Practice makes progress, not perfection. So let's quickly review what we learned. First, don't be afraid to speak. See mistakes as learning opportunities. Second, don't get lost in grammar rules. Learn grammar by using it in real situations. Third, stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own personal journey. And fourth, balance passive learning, listening or reading, with active practice, speaking or writing. I hope this video helped you understand some common problems